All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh. Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Green Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation unto the elect. And peace and salutation unto all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. Now I want to get into this lesson here, long due. This is from camp. This is a topic from camp here. I got two videos to do. This one and another one. All right, three, yeah. Well, actually, no, two, okay? And this one here is going into this, Jake, okay? This two-third, I was gonna call him a two-third because he is a two-third, man. He was talking some weird things, you know? And this is a great example of, you know, having teachers, okay? Teachers that know the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that teach it in 100% truth, okay? Not just hearing people say this about the Bible and that about the Bible and not fact-checking things. And that's what two-thirds love, you know, like a baby, you know, like kids when you're putting them to sleep. They like a lullaby story, okay? Something to put them to sleep. Because they're not really interested. They're not really, you know, for that moment in time, yeah, you know, and then afterwards it's like they fall asleep, okay? So, you know, this guy here from camp, he was all over the place. He was talking about the book of Enoch. He was talking about how Cain and Abel were twins in the womb. And I was like, man, you're getting two stories mixed up, man, okay? And then he said how, you know, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. And I'm like, that wasn't talking about Cain, man. Where were you getting this stuff from, you know? Oh, yeah, then he goes, there was 8 books or 7 books of Moses or something like that. And I'm like, brother, where did you get this stuff from, okay? Because I was starting to go in about that Rasta stuff, okay? And even that he couldn't get, you know? The vow of the Nazarene. You see, this is the problem when people don't read, man. And you let somebody else tell you and talk to you about the scriptures instead of actually diving into the scriptures and going into what the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has said, okay? Let me get a scripture actually, man. Because that's ridiculous, man. Grown-ass man said he was like 50 or something. But yet, you don't know, you know, you don't know what's going on in the scriptures, man. Let me see something here. Trying to remember the scripture here. No. See that in first. No, it's in 1 John. It's got to be in 1 John. Let me see something here. So I can. Spirit of truth and the spirit of error, man. And these guys do error, man. Even Isaiah chapter 8 and 20, if they don't teach according to this word, according to this testimony, right? Roughly phrasing, there's no light in them to the law and to this testimony. Let me see if I can find this lock here. Oops. Yeah, right there. 1 John 4 and 6. We are of God. He that knoweth God heareth us. He that is not of God heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. And he was in the spirit of error, man. Okay? He didn't have the spirit of truth in him. Even though he may know the Bible and this and that. And actually, he didn't even know the Bible, man. He just fades through it. Okay? And this individual, he's the same individual that said, oh yeah, yeah, there is 3 videos I got made, because he's the same individual that said he made a vow onto the Most High. Okay? Anyways, and in that video, I'll go into what happened to him when he said he made that vow. Okay? So, we know the spirit of truth and we know the spirit of error. Okay? The Lord has put it into the spirits of certain men to preach His word, to be out there on the highways and byways, put these videos and edify, you know? So let's go in this. Let me find. You know, how can they except they have teachers, okay, or a teacher, okay? So, yep, it's conversation at camp, okay? Yeah, let's go to Genesis chapter 4:1 here. Genesis 4, yep. Genesis chapter 4 and verse 1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from Yahweh. And again, see that? And again, Slakia. And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground, okay? So no, they were not twins in the womb. So when this guy was going in, oh, they were twins in the womb, and you know, Adam said, flesh. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, Genesis 2 and 23. And Adam said, and now is this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Now, he don't even have the explanation for that, but going into this, that's where it was quoted. It was not quoted about Cain. So I kept asking this individual, like, where did you get that scripture from? So I told him, I said, you know what, go into your phone. Go into your phone, you got a Bible on your phone. He's like, yeah. And then he said, oh, my phone is dead. It just went off. It just turned off. But later on in the conversation, when I told him take a picture of this and take a picture of that, he had his phone all out for that. When I said go to the Apostle Elders of GMS, showed him, the video. And yeah, my camp video, the timing went out, the battery. But I should have, when you're in conversations with Jake, sometimes they just, the things that they say makes your head go this way and that way sometimes. Even though you're 100 on what you're preaching, what you're teaching, sometimes they throw a monkey wrench in there, even if it's not intentionally or intentionally. Sometimes they throw a monkey wrench in there. You're just like, what? Where did that? You're flabbergasted. You're like, where did they get this from? Okay. But seeing that this society, they're not involved in reading. They'd rather somebody else tell them, ask Google, They don't want no experience. They don't want to be tried out. They just want to know, And this individual came in the same sense. Know it all, know it all, know it all, But here's where, I had to go to tell this guy, you got the wrong character. You got everything mixed up, dude. Okay, Genesis chapter 25 and 22. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separate from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Okay? So there were twins in the womb. All right? Two different nations, two manner of people. Okay? So this is, and right there, he came out red all over. Ishashua. This is where Isaac would have said, hey, wasted away is he. Okay, because that was like the first, born like that. Like, geez, to have your kid come out like that, you'd be like, yo, and that's exactly what he said. Wasted away is he. Man, this woman is ridiculous with it. She a scammer. If it's the same one, I'm thinking she a scammer. Anyways, so that's where he got his confusion from, okay? He was thinking about Cain and Abel and the story of Esau and Jacob, okay? And he was getting them all mixed up. In fact, where too, he said that Adam, said unto Cain, flesh of my flesh. These jakes, man. But you got to teach them. You got to be meek. We got to be humble. Because I just wanted to go, get all angry on him, but, whatever. And yeah, he said something about the serpent. He says subtile. And when you go into the word subtile, it's going into being crafty. Let's get this real quick. Where was I at here? Genesis 3:1. And when you go into this word serpent, you're going to see enchanter. Let's get it real quick. Yeah, to practice divinity. Snakes don't do that, okay? Divine, observe signs, learn by experience, doing wickedness, okay? Diligently observing, practice, fortune telling. You get the picture. So snakes don't, that's not snakes, all right? That's not a snake. And when he said that you shall crawl on your belly all the days and consume, roughly phrasing, I'm mashing up the scripture. Thus shall ye consume. It's talking about confusion, man. And the snake, obviously we know that it roams upon its belly, but it don't eat dust, okay? It eats vermins and whatnot. So this guy was all hella confused. He didn't know what the hell he was talking about. He was all over the place. And he goes, yeah, I know the serpent couldn't be a man because it says subtile. And you see, these guys will take stuff from us and then fuck it all up, okay? He goes, yeah, the subtile mean to be upright. And I'm like, man. Okay, so anyways, going back into this. Let's go into the word subtile here. Shrewd, crafty, prudent, by wickedness, okay? To be doing that in the sense of wickedness, all right? Subtile, shrewd, crafty, sly, okay? Prudent, but in the bad sense, all right? So this is what this man was, all right? Not it was an actual serpent or anything. And the word subtile, you see, this is why I told him you gotta go into words, man. You need a proper teacher. Whoever's been teaching you before didn't teach you right, okay? So we got that. Let's go into another thing too as well. Psalms chapter 58 and verse 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So this is Esau, Edom, okay? This is the spirit of Esau, Edom. That serpent, that crooked one, that crooked serpent, okay? And, these individuals out here, when we try to tell them this, they don't get it, okay? Because it wasn't for them to get. But in order for them to get, they need a teacher. They need us as teachers to teach them, starting with our apostle elders on down, okay? That's how we learned, through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, through our teachers. But Yahweh Shai said one thing that always sets in my mind, man. If I've told you of earthly things and you can't understand it, how the fuck am I going to tell you about heavenly things, man? How shall you understand then? If I'm telling you about earthly things and you can't even fathom or get it, then when I start to explain and talk about heavenly things, you're not even going to be in the ballpark. You're not even in the ballpark when I'm telling you about earthly things. Okay? So this is the problem with these people out here. They need a teacher in front of them instead of running their damn mouth. Okay? Instead of doing the much chit chat. Okay? When you come to the house of the Lord, do less talking. Shut your mouth. Listen. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Okay? 2 eyes, 2 ears, 1 mouth. And we're not saying that in the sense of, you know, like we're trying to pull rank or anything like that. We're telling you what the scriptures are saying. Let order and decency be performed. Okay? Judges chapter 16, verse 13. And Delilah said unto Samson, hitherto thou hast mocked me and told me lies. Tell me wherewith thou mightest be bound. And he said unto her, if thou weavest the 7 locks of my head with the web. Now, there's a part that I wanted here. Just getting into the word locks. Okay. Let's go into the word locks and see what it says right here. Braids, plaits. Okay. We didn't have those fucking Hindu things that these Rastas now, you know, have incorporated to say, yeah, Rastafari and all this stuff. Okay. Ras meaning head, Tafari Mohanan, Selassie, right? That's his real name, Tafari. These guys took that Ras, slapped Tafari in there, and then came up with the Rastafari, all right? And now, going after Elam, the East Indians, properly so, because that guy, he's an East Indian. Don't care what anybody have to say. He wasn't no fucking Ethiopian. He wasn't from Kush. And you could go look this up, document your history. He even said to the people, I'm not from the line of David. Where the hell did you guys get this from? But they ran with it. And those Elam, they would have their locks and whatnot. Shiva and their gods and whatnot. And their their dreads, okay? Their shit locks, okay? We didn't have that. Yeah, sure, you had some of our people, just like now, mingling among the heathen, learning their works, doing, you know, praying on to their idols and whatnot, and their fashions and whatnot. Yeah, you had that. But that's not of us, man. Like I said, when you go into this word locks, you can clearly see what it's talking about. Braids and plaits. Okay? So that's another thing that he didn't get down pat. And alongside with that too, the vow of the Nazarene. Shaving your hair when it comes to Passover. You guys don't do that. You Rastas, okay? You guys don't do that. So let's go into this, continuing. You know, these are just things that has to be highlighted that this individual was talking about at camp that you got to bring out, you know. Let me see something here. Yep. Judges chapter 13 and verse 8. Then Amoha entreated Yahweh, Manoah, Salakia pronunciation, entreated Yahweh and said, O my Lord, let the man of God which thou didst send come again unto us and teach us what we shall do unto the child that shall be born. Now, notice what it said. Said, you know, the man that did this, you know, you did send him back so he could teach us. Okay? This is the thing that Jake rejects. Jake rejects teaching. Jake always saying, you know, I know how to do it. Don't worry, I got this. Okay? When it comes to these scriptures and when it comes to serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you need a man of God to show you. You need that teacher. Okay? You need a man that the spirit of Yahweh, let me say it like this. You need a man that the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is dealing with. Okay? To teach you how to walk right. Okay? How to move according to these scriptures. How to move according to what Yahweh Shem Yahushai is well pleased with. Okay? Let's go in, lining that up. Let's go to Acts chapter, the hell? Oops. What was it? Acts chapter 8 and 26. Let's start from there. Philip and the Ethiopian. Acts chapter 8 and verse 26. And the angel of the Lord spake unto Philip, saying, Arise and go toward the south unto the way that goeth down from Jerusalem unto Gaza, which is desert. And he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, a eunuch. He wasn't an Ethiopian, okay? A eunuch of great authority under Candace, queen of Ethiopia, queen of the Ethiopian Salakia, who had the charge of all her treasure, and had come to Jerusalem to worship, was returning and sitting in his chair reading Elias. Oh, nice car. Isaiah the prophet. Then the Spirit said unto Philip, Go near and join thyself to this chariot. And Philip ran thither to him, and heard him read the prophet Isaiah, and said, Understandest thou what thou readest? And he said, How can I, except some man should guide me? And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. Okay? So, you need a man of Yahweh Shemel Shai to guide you and teach you and show you the proper and correct way. Okay? Not people of the world, not these fucking, televangelists and, the Joel Osteens and T.D. Snakes, Lionel Jennings, all those individuals right there, they ain't gonna teach you right. They're gonna teach you some bullshit, which is gonna lead to other bullshit, which is gonna lead to more bullshit. It's just like bullshit stacking on top of bullshit, okay? It's not gonna go nowhere. Where it's gonna go is gonna multiply doctrines, bullshit doctrines, okay? Which is gonna have the people off, which is gonna have the people saying the things that this individual is saying at camp, okay? That Cain and Abel were twins, and subtile, all these different, hey buddy, just stop. Do more listening than talking, okay? Just stop it, all right? Just stop it. Let's get the last scripture. Bottom line, Jake is just lazy, man. Fucking lazy, man. Jake is just lazy when it comes to reading these scriptures, okay? Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16. Seek ye out the book of Yahweh and read. None one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. None shall want her mate. From my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them. Okay? So, seek ye out the book of Yahweh and read. None of these 2/3 Jakes want to do that. They're all in the fashion, like I said, lullaby story. Just tell me. Well, the scriptures do say, Blessed is he that readeth and hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things, right? But, roughly phrasing. But, the main point is, blessed is he that readeth, man. You read a little bit here, it's balanced. Read a little bit. Read. Eat the whole roll. You go listen to the brothers putting out the videos, being edified, feeding the flock. There's an order to things. There's a fashion to this. Okay. Well, not a fashion, Salakia. There's an order to things here. Okay? There's steps that have to be taken in order for the next digestion process to happen. And 2/3 Jakes, they don't want the proper digestion. They just want to get like a fat man, just shove it all down the mouth. Nah, man, there's proper steps to be taken first in order for what you just heard to be digested, okay? So, hey, man, going back into this, how can they accept they have a teacher, man? Okay? You two-third Jakes, you know, the best thing for you to do is shut your mouth. Be more ready to hear than to give an answer. Okay? That's what fools do. And necessary patience and seeking the Lord is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide, man. And this is here to guide us. You have your teachers, right? They give you the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the prophets, right? We give you the word and just follow order. Like I said, there's steps of digestion, even your body. You don't just eat food and right away, that's it, you shit it out. There's a process. So respect the order and follow the process, man. And in due time, ye shall have, if the Lord will, you know. So with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh. Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rokah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation unto the elect. And peace and salutation unto all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. Shalom Akim, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. I hope you're edified. Lord willing, to the next time. Wah abad baba.